This next part's really important. We have to know where we're going. So often when we're having a problem in life, we just focus on getting away from what's affecting us negatively, and we don't get in tune with where we want to go. As long as we stay focused on what we don't want, we don't take the steps to get where we do want to go. I remember reading a book by a man named Andy Andrews. He wrote a book called The Seven Decisions, and he shares in that book how he found himself homeless at 19 years old after his mom had died, and a couple months later his dad died. And there wasn't sufficient life insurance, and so he lost the home he was living in. And he didn't know what to do, so he became homeless and stuck, living in under the pier and sneaking in people's garages and stealing food to stay alive. And he shares how he's under the pier one day and someone walks by and says, "Well, you chose this." And he says, "How did I choose this?" He said, "I'm not responsible. It's the government. It's my life insurance policy. It's my parents' fault. It's God's fault," right? He put this blame out there. And over the next several years, I won't go into his whole story, he started to realize that he was responsible for where he was. He didn't cause it, but he was responsible for the choices he had made or choices he didn't make that kept him stuck. All of us face challenges, and we have to make decisions of how do we respond to it. Some of you have actually faced situations where you have been victimized. You are a victim. But staying stuck doesn't bring you the happiness and the joy that you deserve. You stay lost. And so this, what he calls the responsible decision, is we have to say, okay, this is where life is. I am responsible for what comes next. I may not be responsible for what happened to me. I am responsible of how to respond to it. And if we can get back in tune with where we want to go, how we want to feel, who we want to be, what we want to think, then we are empowered to live life the way that we want, rather than staying stuck, while maybe validated in where we are, still not where we want to be. So I'm going to ask these questions, and they're on the page as well, but this is going to be important. We want to know where we're going. So, what specifically do you want in this area of life? Where are you now? We need to understand the gap between where we are and where we're going. I want you to imagine it as if you have it now, this place you're going, and describe what you will see, hear, feel when you have it. Is it compelling? Meaning, is it something you really want? So some of you will say, "Oh, I want a happy marriage," but you don't even know what that looks like. Or you say, "I want to be healthier," and you don't know what that looks like. Or "I want to be successful in my career," but you don't know what that looks like. Take the time to really get in tune with what you want so much that you can taste it. Or when you think about it, you can feel it a little bit and you really want that. Is it something that's worth going after? Is it worth playing 100% to get it? How will you know when you have it? If you get it, what will this outcome get for you or allow you to do? Is this outcome only for you? Where, when, how, and with whom do you want it? What is the purpose of you getting it? What will you gain or lose if you have it? What will happen if you get it? What won't happen if you get it? What will happen if you don't get it? What won't happen if you don't get it? Excellent job.